Hello everyone, this week we're going to be going over your linguistics review workshop, and that is going to help you prepare for the assignment B, the written language analysis project. So the purpose of that project is to apply your knowledge that you've learned so far about the linguistic subsystems of morphology, syntax, and semantics. So what you're going to be doing is going over a written language sample, a sample of writing given by an English language learner, and you're going to look through it and analyze it for all of the accomplishments and then some challenges in the three linguistic subsystems that I listed to you. Okay, so in the first essay, well, actually, let's go over the content. So you'll see this document is available in Blackboard under Assignment B, and these are the guidelines. So you'll see that the content includes 2 essays, okay, and I've highlighted that for you. In the first essay, you're going to be analyzing and describing what the writing sample shows in terms of all of the accomplishments, all of the aspects that the English language learner completed correctly in terms of morphology, syntax, and semantics. And you're going to be using examples from the writing sample to support your analysis. So I would like you to look at all of the accomplishments that the writing sample provides. That would be your first essay. In the second essay, what you're going to be doing is finding one example of an error in each of the 3 subsystems, right? So one morphology error, one syntax error, and one semantics error. And there are 3 steps that you have to follow in this error, and they're listed in the document, as you can see. So the first one is you have to give me a clear and complete description of that error. So what is wrong with this particular example? Okay, and you have to describe that. The second thing that you have to do is give me the US language rule that is violated by that error. And you can find all of the rules in the Parrot textbook that you bought for class that has all of the possible language rules that could be broken. And then the third and final piece is to provide the most probable and specific linguistic reason for the occurrence of this error. So you have to choose whether the error is likely due to first language influence, right? So the child is using their knowledge from their native language and the way that that particular structure works in their native language and is applying it to English where it doesn't work. Or you can argue that this is just a normal sort of second language development issue, where the child is still learning the language and is still practicing and trying to apply the rules, and in that application, the error sort of emerged. For today, for this week, I don't want you to worry so much about number 3. We're going to go over number 3 in a couple of weeks. What I would like you to focus on is finding the error and being able to find the accomplishments and describe them appropriately using your terminology. Okay. If you keep going down this document, you'll see a third section called responsibilities for each member. You will be completing the assignment as a group so that you can help each other to discuss, analyze, and research the features. So as a group, I want you to discuss the tasks that are listed above. What I suggest that you do is break up the project by subsystem. Because you are going to have 3 group members in your group, I would allocate morphology, syntax, and semantics to one person. Okay, so one person will take morphology, one will take syntax, and one will take semantics. And then they are responsible for finding both the accomplishments, meaning all of the accomplishments that you see in the writing sample, and then one error that you're going to be describing in that subsystem. Remember that all members of the group will be responsible and will be graded for the collaborative piece of the paper. So you will be getting a grade as a whole group. Some of you may not have 3 members in your group, you may have 2. In that case, what happens is that you will choose between morphology, syntax, and semantics. So that means that in your paper, you won't have one of the linguistic subsystems represented. Okay, the rest of this document goes through length and formatting. It also goes through points. You will, at the end of this assignment, be asked to provide a self and group assessment sheet where you detail to me how it was working with each other, who was responsible for what, and the amount of work that was put in. That is taken into account when I grade. This is the same form that you filled out for your assignment A, the oral language analysis. Okay, and the rest of this document has some information for you based on the part of the project that we're not going to focus on this week. I will go over that with you later on. You will see at the end of the document the written language analysis rubric, which I use to grade you on this project. So it's very important that you go through that and figure out how you can get sort of the top grades, the top points for this project.